So you're thinking about moving to Kirkland, Washington. Well, stick around because in this video, we're gonna jump into my computer. We're gonna go into Google Maps and I'm gonna show you around the Kirkland area and the surrounding area so that you know what it's like to actually be here and live here in Kirkland, Washington. Stick around, we're gonna get after it right now. So you're thinking about moving to Kirkland, Washington. Well, before you do, you're gonna want to make sure that you watch this map video where I jump into Google Maps and we kind of look around Kirkland and the surrounding area so you know that exactly what is in and around Kirkland before you make the move. If this is your first time to the channel, make sure that you click the bell for notifications and of course subscribe to the channel so that you become the first to know anytime that we come out with a new video highlighting one of our favorite areas here in the King County area. My name is Derek Decater. I'm one of the owners here at the Decater Home Team, and we get calls, texts, and emails every day from people just like you who want to learn a little bit more about the King County area before they make the move and make the leap to purchasing a home here in King County. In this video, we're gonna be jumping into Google Maps so that we can look at we can look at Kirkland and show you around a little bit so that you can kind of position yourself and see where you're at in Western Washington and in King County. So we're gonna get after it right now. Don't go anywhere. All right, guys, so here we are inside of the computer in Google Maps. Take a look at Kirkland. Wanted to just quickly, as always, kind of zoom out a little bit and just show you where we're at in relationship to everything else, King County, but also Washington State. So, of course, here we are just outside of Seattle, on the west side of Washington State, west of the mountains here. Of course, most people, as they think of Washington, they think of Seattle. And so from Seattle, you know, we're really 20 to 25 minutes, depending which route you take into Seattle. And there's a couple different routes you can go here. I can grab my tool real quick. But, you know, if we are kind of central Kirkland, downtown Kirkland, Peter Kirk Park, essentially, somewhere right in there, where a lot of the nightlife and the restaurants are really that central marina area. You know, we can jump on 405, then jump on the 520. Come down 5 and we are in Seattle again, 25 minutes. The same is actually true is if you just continue down 405 and then jump on 90 and go west. And that 90 will drop you right into Lumen Field and as well as T-Mobile Park where the Mariners play. But everything else is right down there. So I just like to use those as a central location because everything from there is pretty quick to get to when we're talking about going into Seattle. In terms of going into Bellevue, a little bit shorter. Again, we can just jump right on 405 and we'll be in Bellevue. You know, Bell Square I have is about 10 minutes. Of course, depending on how fast you get to the freeway where you are at in Kirkland, but in general, you're looking at about 10 minutes. If we wanted to cruise a little bit farther east and go over to Lake Sammamish, we've got some options there as well. You can go to Marymore Park in Redmond. If you jump on 520, you can go to Marymore Park that way and get to Lake Sammamish. You could also come down 405, jump on 90, go into Issaquah, and that'll take you basically right to that Lake Sammamish Park. Lake Sammamish down here in Issaquah is going to be about 21 minutes, and if you were to go to Marymore, you're going to shave off about 10 minutes ish to get to Marymore Park, and really just in Redmond in general. You know, 520 just ends right downtown in Redmond. So if you take 520 east, it's going to drop you off right in Redmond. So a pretty quick drive to kind of all those central areas, you know, Seattle, Bellevue, in terms of the city. And then, of course, if you wanted to go to the lakes, you're on a lake. But if you wanted to go to Lake Sammamish, you could do that as well. If you are more the mountain type, you can get to. Oh, let me get out of here real quick. And I won't draw this one for you. I'll just show it with my mouse. But Snoqualmie Pass is over here, kind of on the bottom right. It's going to be a little bit of a drive from Kirkland from here. It's going to be about an hour over to Snoqualmie Pass.
but that'll be your closest. And if you wanted to go to Stevens Pass, you're looking at really like an hour and 20 minutes going up north and going on Highway 2. Okay, so that hopefully kind of gets you situates you in terms of where you're at in King County and in Washington State and in relationship to Seattle and Bellevue. Like most of the areas here in King County, pretty much anywhere is going to be, you know, that 15 to 25 minute drive into town, into the city. If we go into Kirkland a little bit more, just to highlight some of these different areas, and you'll see these areas if you've watched the vlog video, which I would strongly recommend as we go through some of these different areas. But Totem Lake has become a very large center. There are just tons and tons of shops. There's as it shows here, there's the Cinemark there. Go watch your movies. There's the Whole Foods. The vlog, we actually drive around in there so you can kind of see everything that's in there. But it is a very large shopping center with a little bit of everything. Restaurants, shopping centers, salons, all of those things are right down in Totem Lake. And so, you know, living anywhere kind of on the northern side of Kirkland, you're going to be getting to Totem Lake pretty easy. It's, as you can see, it just kind of straddles 405 there. Most of the shopping will be on that east side of 405, but there are a few things over on the west side as well, over on Northeast 124th as well. So that's Totem Lake. And again, we drive through there. So go ahead and take a look at that vlog video. Juanita Park is another very, very cool spot up here in the bay, which is super cool. And then just north of that will actually be our stop number 2 when we show you the houses is going to be Finn Hill. Some very cool homes up there, very popular spots for those moving into the Kirkland area. And again, that's just going to be north of Juanita Beach. If we go a little bit farther south, really into kind of what I would call the hub of Kirkland, you know, if you're on 405 and you just jump off of 85th Street, it's going to drop you all the way down into the marina. And off of the marina, lots of happenings. Okay, restaurants, bars, all the nightlife, all the shopping. You've got obviously the marina here. You've got some high-end restaurants on the water there as well. But even as you move off of the water, just because of this area, just really, really high-end restaurants, shopping centers, salons. Like I said before, you've got Peter Kirk Park here, which is a very popular park. It's got the baseball field there. It's got the library there as well. It's got a skate park there. As you can see on the map, there's just no shortage of places to eat, things to do. And that's all really right down here in downtown Kirkland. From there, that marina is actually where we started our vlog tour. So you can take a good look at what that marina looks like on the water there as well. If we go just a little bit north, so as I said, you know, if you jump off of 85th, it kind of drops you down into Kirkland. If you go a little bit north, if you take this all the way up, you're actually going to get to Market Street, which is a very popular, you know, drag here in Kirkland as well. The homes that we actually look at for house number 3 in our vlog is west of Market here. These homes on this west side of Market Street are very, very high end. Some phenomenal views of the lake. Some very top end, high end custom builders over there as well. If we go down south a little bit farther, house number 1 we actually look at is in Rose Hill. So again, just right on the other side of the freeway of 405 there. So just east of 405. Bridle Trails, we highlight in our vlog as well. Just a very cool spot. You know, when you look at this area as a whole, I mean, it's a fairly large community city. It's as I said in my pros and cons video, it was ranked 3rd place to live by Money Magazine. And what's pretty cool is that, you know, just down the road, 5 minutes away, you've got Bridle Trails. So it has some hiking trails, but it's really a lot of horse trails. And so you can go there, take the horses. People have their stables there as well, and you can go horseback riding through the trails. It's not a mountain biking trail. It's just for hiking and the horses, but there's a cool little park there as well. So I just think that's unique to Kirkland, which is very, very cool. As you can see here too, we are close to Redmond, so everything that Redmond has to offer is actually is just a stone's throw away. Bellevue's close by as well. I think that touches on the main pieces. Costco is all down here as well. You've got, again, just in this downtown, right off of this main interchange here, that's going to take you to the marina, is where you're going to find a lot of your shopping. That's going to be where you're going to get everything kind of done. Unless you're going to be going into Bellevue, unless you want to go into Bellevue or into Seattle. And then, like I said, you're going to have quite a few phenomenal neighborhoods up here north by Juanita and towards the water. And we'll highlight those as well as we go through the different homes and the different home prices. But that is Kirkland in a nutshell. Again, Money Magazine's not going to lie, third ranked best place to live for a reason. Lots to do, phenomenal location, easy access in and out, as that 405 obviously runs right through there. Some amazing views, some of the water, obviously the activities on the water as well. And that being said, you can also get out and get to the mountains, in a reasonable amount of time too, for those who enjoy doing that. So that is Kirkland, Washington for you in King County. Hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions specific to Kirkland, please just drop a comment below, or of course you can always reach out to us and schedule a call with us as well if this is an area that you would like to look in, because again, we are here to make this as smooth and easy as a move as possible, and put you and help you get in the spot that fits you best. So hopefully that helps. We'll see you later.
Hopefully that map video kind of gave you some insights into where exactly Kirkland is if you're not from this area. Kind of situate yourself in proximity to Seattle and Bellevue and Washington as a whole. So hopefully it was valuable to you. As I said in the intro here, we get calls and texts all the time from people just like you. So if you're interested in making the move, just make sure that you click the bell for notifications and subscribe below. But even more importantly, go ahead and contact us. Link is below. Schedule the call so we can learn a little bit more about your goals and help make this as smooth a move as possible.